championship.
Being a great player is more than having good cards. It's about understanding yourself, having the right mindset, and being better than you think you can be. Welcome to our journey to the 2018 National Championship. We welcome you to our journey and hope that by sharing our story, you can grow as players with us and perhaps be inspired to join us. I am an average player, a Yugioh veteran. I have competed in thousands of local tournaments and have won at several state championships. However, I've never been to a national level championship due to age, money, or distance. The main thing holding you back isn't your opponent. It's you. Cards do not make the player. To be a great player, there are three main areas that we can improve: knowledge, skills, and attitude. Even if your opponent has better cards, by being better at all three things, you can overcome even a serious deficiency or disadvantage. Improving requires us to follow a strict but simple tenet. Preparation is key. You could have all the resources, cards, books, and advice that money could buy, but ultimately, when you sit at the table and greet your opponent, you only have what you brought with you. Let's start with the easiest, knowledge. Knowledge. In the modern age, it has never been easier to access the resources you need to learn. Friends are the best resources. Card games are an inherently social activity, requiring two players to interact for long periods of time. Don't be afraid to interact with a player. Get to know them. You might find you have more in common than a shared interest in the game. Even if you don't hit it off, network. Exchange phone numbers, emails, Snapchats, friend requests, whatever way you prefer to communicate. Every new person you talk to is a potential trove of useful information. If you see someone do well, make an honest effort to get acquainted, even if you know they are an asshole. The local big shot might be a small fry in the grand scale of things, but you can be sure their passion about the game will lead to many conversations that will put you well on your way to replacing him or her as a local big shot. The Internet. There are many websites where players communicate and share what they know. Beware, both friends and the Internet are filled with what is known in scientific circles as humans, and humans are an inherently flawed enterprise. Take everything you read or hear and treat it with the doubt it deserves. Chances are good that if you are sitting here watching this today, you're at least as intelligent as anyone you will ever meet, and possibly more. Outside of the game rules, there are no absolute truths. Take everything you see that's not on a card text as opinion. Only trust primary sources with full confidence, such as Konami employees, the card text, the official card rules, and to some extent, the Wikipedia. There is no such thing as a best deck, play, combo, or card. Do not trust anyone who tells you otherwise. The best of anything is always the unimagined, the unreal, that what could be, and is something you can only strive to be. Konami and its Yugioh employees are the best primary resources. Chances are that if you run into an extremely unlikely or nearly impossible scenario, an employee has already been asked and answered that question. In almost all cases, it comes down to how a card was intended to work, and the original intent can sometimes supersede logic, card text, and even belief. These decisions, or rulings, are handed down and become part of your best secondary resource, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wikipedia. The Wikipedia offers card text for every card that exists in the show, manga, and regular old reality. In addition, it also offers rulings, trivia, and tips. If you ever suspect a card can search or be searched by a certain card, has specific interactions, or the card text has been changed to what are called erratums, the Wikipedia is the place to go. Pojo is an excellent player community where you can find like-minded people to discuss your favorite insane deck idea that will never work without direct intervention from God himself. Reddit and Facebook groups are also excellent community resources. Just remember to treat all opinions with doubt. Skills are a direct consequence of knowledge, and something that comes through time and effort. By having a wide functional knowledge of what decks you are likely to play, what their cards do, and how card interactions work, you are more likely to make better plays. Skill can present itself in many forms, from reading your opponent, predicting their plays, to learning what a seemingly suboptimal move will lead to a better result. Learn from your victories as well as your defeats. I will do my best to impart my skills onto you, in this and future episodes. Just be aware that every action is an opportunity for skill growth. Your way of thinking can affect your performance more than you're aware. Having a winning attitude can make all the difference. Simply having made it this far puts you at a cut above the rest. You are special. You are someone who wants to succeed. Someone whose knowledge, skills, and attitude are already well on their way to making you a great player. Never stop striving to improve. Look back after every victory and ask yourself, how can I be better? Even standing at the dais at the top of the world, even an unrivaled world champion can still improve. Life is a race against complacency, a quest to improve, innovate, and explore. Nature has shown us that those who fail to be better are eventually overshadowed by those who improve. You are a winner. You are the greatest thing anyone could hope to be. Human. Keep a positive attitude, grow as a person, and most of all, have fun.
Become a patron and support us today. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe below. Follow us on social media. Thank you. Okay, I'm done. That's all my excitement.
Okay.
That's all I had. Wait, MySpace still exists?
Copyright Yugioh Senpais, all rights reserved. Contact us for sponsorship and advertisement opportunities.